Well, James Green is alongside me, and we're going to start with big developments around the future of Liverpool left-back Andy Robertson, who it appears could leave this month. Fill us in, James. Incredible, really. Robertson to Spurs, potentially.
Potentially. Well, Tottenham are in preliminary, I should say, talks with Liverpool over his signing. Scotland captain, as we know, is out of contract in the summer. Look, the talks have started, but they're expecting an outcome in the next few days. Now, this was a player that was on Tottenham Hotspur's radar for the summer, and you think he'd probably have quite a few suitors in the summer as a free transfer. But that's been accelerated because of Tottenham's immediate need for cover at left back. Ben Davies having a fractured ankle certainly would have pushed forward this. So look, it's come a bit left field for a lot of us. It's a big name literally and a big sign-in. It's come from left back, yes. So look, this could move quite quickly, this one, but a lot will rest on Andy Robertson and what he wants. And he had quotes recently where he said he'll discuss his options with his family before making a decision. He has a lot of respect for Liverpool as well, so he'll discuss what they want from him for the remainder of the season. But yeah, very interesting one this lunchtime.
Let's start with it from a Liverpool point of view. So you'll be getting money in, which you wouldn't be getting in the summer. You'll benefit financially. But when you look at the squad, is it not already a little bit thin defensively? Would they not have to get a replacement in?
Yeah, they definitely would, of some sort. They've got Kostas Tsimikas currently on loan at Roma. He hasn't particularly had a great loan spell this season, so they could recall Tsimikas back into the squad to be back up for Milos Kerkez. They are short Giovanni Leone. His injury at centre-back left them short centre-back, missed out on Mark Gay, as we've been discussing. That leaves just Konate, Van Dijk and Joe Gomez. Right back, they're still not necessarily set with Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong playing a little bit further forward at times too. But it would leave them short left back. So it's a discussion I'm sure Liverpool are having internally. Can they bring in a suitable replacement? Not only that will help them out immediately, I think Liverpool will be looking at longer term as well to provide suitable competition to Milos Kerkez. But Kerkez has started to perform and settle into Liverpool's side a little bit more. So you would say they would have to have some sort of movement. They can't just go into the remainder of the season with just Milos Kerkez as their only left-back.
But short centre-back as well, when you look at it. And from a Spurs point of view, is it exactly the kind of solid, experienced pro that could make a difference for them, not just on the pitch, but in the dressing room as well?
Yeah, 100%. Look, this is the experience, the lack of leadership has been something that's been talked about since Thomas Frank arrived at the club. When he did his assessment of where the squad's at, he looked at that squad and he was lacking leaders. And Andy Robertson looks set to lead Scotland at the World Cup. This is a vitally experienced Premier League player. He's been at the club for 9 years. Just £10 million he cost from Hull City 9 years ago. Won the Premier League. He's bought just great experience, great partnership with Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's been, no doubt, one of the bargains of the Premier League era, really, the impact he's made at the club. But it's that leadership and that experience that Tottenham Hotspur craves so much right now. It also means that Jed Spence, who's been deputising at left-back, while Destiny Udogie, their first-choice left-back, has been struggling with injury, he can now move and focus on his development as a right-back to offer competition for Pedro Porro. We know Tottenham just signed Sosa from Santos, a 19-year-old Brazilian, but that's one for the future. They'll want to see him progress, but having an experienced head like Andy Robertson in that side is only going to benefit a side like Tottenham Hotspur.
Breaking developments are emerging in the Premier League transfer landscape as Tottenham Hotspur have made an initial approach to Liverpool regarding the potential signing of Scotland captain Andrew Robertson. Sources close to the situation indicate that Spurs have begun exploring the conditions of a possible deal, signalling their intention to strengthen the left side of their defence ahead of the next phase of the season. While no formal bid has yet been confirmed, the contact between the clubs marks the first concrete step in what could become one of the most talked-about domestic moves of the window, involving one of Liverpool's most consistent performers of the last decade. Robertson, now one of the most experienced figures at Anfield, has been a key part of Liverpool's defensive structure for years, known for his relentless energy, crossing ability, and leadership on the pitch. However, with squad evolution underway and competition increasing in defensive areas, Liverpool are understood to be open to listening to proposals that align with their long-term planning. Tottenham's inquiry is viewed as a strategic move, as the North London side aim to add proven Premier League quality and experience to a backline that has shown promise but also inconsistency during high-pressure moments this season. From Tottenham's perspective, the interest in Robertson fits a broader recruitment strategy focused on adding leadership and tactical intelligence to a relatively young squad. The club's coaching staff reportedly value his ability to contribute both defensively and in attacking transitions, especially in systems that rely heavily on fullbacks providing width and delivery into the box. His experience in title races and European competitions is also seen as an asset in a dressing room that is still developing its competitive identity. Financial considerations, including transfer fee structure and wage commitments, are expected to play a central role in determining whether talks progress. Liverpool, for their part, are not under immediate pressure to sell, as Robertson remains under contract and continues to be regarded as a respected figure within the squad. Any decision will likely depend on the scale of Tottenham's proposal and how it aligns with Liverpool's plans for squad refreshment and tactical balance. The club have been monitoring younger defensive options in recent windows, and this context may influence their willingness to negotiate if a substantial offer arrives. At this stage, discussions are described as exploratory, with no agreement close and multiple variables still to be resolved. As the story develops, attention will turn to whether Tottenham escalate their interest with a formal bid and how Liverpool choose to respond to growing Premier League competition for experienced defenders. Supporters of both clubs will be watching closely, aware that moves between top-flight rivals are often complex and shaped by timing as much as valuation. For now, the approach represents an early but significant signal of intent from Spurs, adding fresh intrigue to the transfer window and setting the stage for further negotiations that could reshape the defensive dynamics of two major English sides.